our kids are going to be facing challenges that we really can't even imagine today. Teaching them skills to be mindful is critical for preparing them for the future. So, I want to spend a few minutes talking about the challenges ahead. I think some of the most important things we need to think about is the challenges of the educational system. Anybody here? How many people here are teachers? All right, it's a big group. So you guys already know this, but the education system in America today is very conservative, and it's really difficult to change. Just think about how many initiatives have come through trying to make major changes in education and have been unsuccessful. I've been working in the field of education since 1980, and I've seen, and anybody else who's been involved that long, you see these pendulums swinging back and forth. Somebody has a great idea, and then it swings back again. And it's also at the mercy of political winds, as we see all the time. However, it's really important to know that when a parent brings a child to school, the school becomes what we call in loco parentis, which means that the school takes responsibility for playing the role of the parent in the replacement of that parent. So the school must respect the cultural sensitivities of the families it serves, and we can't come in and teach mindfulness to kids in schools without being extremely careful and respectful of the school's responsibilities. I think that's number one. Number two, we really need to know what we're talking about. We really need to have hard science in front of us. We can't just come in with good ideas and goodwill. It's not good enough. We need the hard science. We also must be self-critical and really recognize that our own beliefs may not, and our personal experiences are not really adequate to make the case for mindfulness-based approach in education. We really need the hard science. We need to develop a better understanding of what activities are developmentally appropriate at any particular age. Right now, this is an area where we know very little, if anything at all. There's a lot of people with anecdotal experience, but we have no scientific basis for a lot of the things that we're doing today. So this is another area that's really important to be focusing some research on. Because the way we practice mindfulness as adults may or may not be appropriate for introducing children to different practices. The other thing we need to do is we need to find ways to weave mindfulness into teaching existing curriculum. Because, as those of you who are teachers here, there's plenty of work that teachers are doing already, and to add something to the curriculum is real. I see a lot of heads nodding. It's really tough to add something to the curriculum. So finding ways to bring mindfulness into the curriculum, teach in a mindful way, is, I think, really important. A lot of the mindfulness programs that are out there today are kind of add-ons that are delivered by outsiders, and that's all well and good for now, but I don't think it's sustainable in the long term. And in that sense, we really need to engage teachers and parents. They need to be exposed to mindfulness not only so they can teach mindfulness, but so they can teach and parent mindfully. And I think that's really critical. Teachers are the ones that will need to do the heavy lifting of integrating mindfulness into subject areas. That's a very complex process that really teachers are the ones that need to do that. Furthermore, I would argue that the best way to teach children mindfulness, or to be mindful, is to demonstrate mindfulness ourselves by modeling it. That's how children will learn it the best.